AI graphics have taken the world by storm. Every day, there are new tools being created. Today on Cloud Edit, let's talk about said tools. Let's start off with number 5, Leonardo AI. Now let me get this out of the way right at the start. Leonardo is my favorite tool for what it provides. See, Leonardo is a cutting-edge AI platform that helps users create some impressive visuals using text prompts. Like every graphics tool out there right now, prompts are used to build what you imagine in your mind. Some of the features available in Leonardo are text to image, which takes your words and transforms them into something visually appealing. One thing to remember when using AI to create images, the results can vary depending on the prompts you use and the settings selected. Currently, Leonardo has several to choose from, and they're all available underneath the presets toolbar. The toolbar is constantly being updated and expanded upon, so what this means in practice is you can create art that fits your use case. A good example of this is if you wanted to create something in the style of anime, but you don't quite know the correct prompts to use. That's where the presets come in. See, the presets take away all the guesswork and allow you to just start experimenting. And one additional thing to mention is that Leonardo will also help you craft more complex prompts. So you can write down what you envision, and then Leonardo will take your prompt and expand upon it. Another worthwhile feature is this image editing and manipulation. TLDR, imagine you crafted an amazing prompt and Leonardo spits out the image that is perfect for you, but it has 1 or 2 problem areas that need to go. With this tool, you can correct the mistake so you don't have to spend extra time and tokens on rerolls. Leonardo is great for beginners and has enough for those wanting to master the system. Things from more advanced presets, laurels, negative prompts, and so on. Give it a shot, and I promise you won't be disappointed with your creations. Now, I would love to talk more about Leonardo, but this video will be 3 times as long. So check back later for my deep dive on Leonardo AI. At number 4, we have Freepik. Now, some of you may already know about Freepik, but for those who don't, Freepik is a popular platform that offers a vast library of royalty-free graphical resources. So it's great for designers and content creators who are in need of content. But this list isn't about stock footage. You're here to hear about graphic creation. So Freepik added AI graphics back in 2023. And today, it's one of the best, even rivaling Midjourney. It's very similar to Leonardo when it comes to ease of use and presets. So all the good stuff is here, like text to image, retouch, upscalers, and sketch to image. Its price point is about the same as Leonardo, so you can't really go wrong with this entry, especially if you are already a user of Freepik. Whether or not this tool turns into something greater depends completely on the team behind Freepik. In my opinion, this tool is worth keeping an eye on, but I would love to see it bring something new to the table. Currently, it's just Leonardo AI, but with less features. But I believe they have a good foundation, so let's hope the team keeps working on it and making it better and better. At number 3, we have Craiyon. Craiyon, formerly known as Dall-E Mini, is a pared-down AI generation tool. The main draw for this tool is its accessibility. Its UI is simpler than most of the tools on the market, and as a plus, Craiyon allows users to use the platform for free. Now, with it being free, you can expect some drawbacks like the image quality and the AI model used for generations. From my experience, this tool was a great start for those who wanted to create art without putting any money down. At the beginning of the century, I said Craiyon was Dall-E Mini. So why use Craiyon over Dall-E proper? Dall-E is 100% the right move if you want to get serious about creating art and if you want more control over your creations. But we'll dive into Dall-E 3 in a later entry. But for right now, let's keep it with Craiyon. So the question is, if I use this, what will I get? Well, let's get the obvious out the way. You get the ability to create images from prompts. The images aren't very detailed, but you have the option to upscale your creations. So you can take a low-res image and bring it up. The image generation tool is a bit slow, but it's not a big deal once you remember that it's free. Overall, it's a decent tool and worth checking out if you want something to mess around in. But there are other options, as you'll see shortly. To follow things up from the previous entry, at number 2, we have Dall-E 3. In the last entry, I spoke about Craiyon, which is basically Dall-E Mini. In this entry, let's talk about the latest iteration of Dall-E. To get some of the housekeeping out of the way, Dall-E 3 is an AI image generator developed using OpenAI. It creates realistic, detailed images using text. For those of you who already use ChatGPT in your day-to-day lives, you are already in the right place. The same platform that you use to ask questions is the same spot where you can bring your ideas to life. Some of you may be wondering, why use Dall-E 3 when the older platforms exist? Well, with Dall-E 3 being the latest iteration, it comes with a host of new features and improvements. Some of these include better image quality, better prompt coherence, and consistency. What this means is you can create images that closely follow your prompts so you can create with confidence. In most generation tools, you enter a prompt, get some artwork back, and then when you try to generate again using the same prompt, the art is vastly different from your previous creation, creating a situation where you are constantly re-rolling creations minutes on end to get a single piece of artwork. That alone makes this worth paying attention to. And let's face it, these tools can be expensive, especially when you have a limited pool of tokens to play with. So if you are already in the ChatGPT ecosystem, then give this guy a try. Finally, at number 1, we have ImageFX by Google. ImageFX is a powerful tool developed by Google. It's part of Google's AI test kitchen, and it utilizes the Imagen 2 model from Google's DeepMind. What this basically means is this model has the ability to produce realistic and detailed images. Now, this image creation tool is no different from the others on this list, but what makes this worth looking into is the prompt engineering. ImageFX uses something called expressive chips. What this does is it allows and encourages experimentation with your creations. So you enter in a prompt as normal. You state the subject, the mood, camera perspective, and art style. ImageFX will take your prompts and take some of the keywords from it and give you replacement options for them, allowing you to change your entire generation without needing to recreate the entire prompt. The best part of this feature is it's not confusing at all, and the UI is very intuitive. So that means you are spending less time looking at documentation and more time creating something to impress your friends. This tool has the potential to become a real contender in the AI art generation space. ImageFX certainly has the edge when it comes down to editing existing creations. In other tools, making quick edits is a major pain because you'll spend tokens, credits, and whatever other currency the tool is using to create art that is not exactly what you wanted. This tool certainly has a bright future ahead of it as long as Google continues to work on it. And in the future, I will be creating a deep dive of this, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Now that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed yourself and I hope you learned something. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.